The purpose of this piece is to begin the journey to peace. To go back to where it all began to go wrong. This piece is from the present to the past, so that our solution may last.
And the fight against corruption, where the fight for corruption is winning, and the prize for secular success is stealing, we end up treating ourselves by throwing bashes featuring Abacha, feeding our inner roots of inner and impatient hunger with the roots of an impudent leader.
It's interesting to note that the best way to repay the people when strong money was stolen is to actually pay them.
Literally.
Over 30 years of decadence and suffering should be forgotten overnight with a pat on the back, with mere money whose value cannot dare to argue with the younger brother of the couple back in 1995. It's like for every 1,000 naira that was stolen, we get a naira and a handshake. Let's leave corruption aside. Let's say that they appropriately share the loot. You get $1 million and I get $1 million too. And then I feel a little greedy and want to take Nabacha's footsteps. And so I loot your loot with 2 guns and a face mask. Let's think about the rise in cybercrime. Although, step out your line and collect your loot and see it to get to you.
I get you, but aside the division of post-mortem breaches, I think our democracy is reaching heights of new mathematics. We have divided political parties, fractions that are multiplying devious means and devious vices. I think I'm beginning to see stars, but the truth is, they are now subtracting the true patriotism, seeking to have addition of votes in our ballot boxes while ignoring the order that comes with the brackets of leadership and service. Bodmas.
It's that time of the country again. Come on, let me hear you sing the mantra. Change, change, change. In a bid to find the pathway that leads to the exodus of this country's problems. So, Godfather decided to replay an act of God the Father and he said, let us change Nigeria into our image and our likeness. And let us reform it. Let's take dominion and further subdue it into our own image. And thus began the genesis of the information of parties that will mark the change that we look forward to.
Thus, the creation of a new image with all things. Thus, the creation of a new image with all things. Thus, the creation of a new image with all things. I think we begin to replace old needs and things, I believe. Thus, the creation of new images by all things. One man, one dose. This has become the slogan of old grapes poured into new bottles, blended. We hope that we can drink away our reality while burning pages of our history.
Hung my pen on my neck and listened to it whisper. My ears quivered when they heard the screaming of souls burning brighter than hell on its best day. Its painted bodies roasted by the roadside, and who do we have to thank for that? The big tank made a big bang, and so on that same evening, the same sad song many families sang. I know that this year has been full of sad songs. Gone Too Soon is the same song that the pianist played in Lagos and in Benue they play it too. This song has been played too much, but the truth is,
we stagger, we swagger with the motto, kill or be killed. Tag here, tag fear. Let's take our problems to the altar of social media and believe that likes, retweets, repost and mail posts will actually save us from the menace of our dark nights. Hoping that if we actually trend on Twitter, we can create the awareness to stop the trend of mothers dying beside their dying children, of blood dropping down like rain mixed with sweat, mixed with tears, the agony screaming, Father, let this cup pass over me because I'm scared. After Bedway and Play 2, who's next? Me or you?
This is Nigeria. Everybody be criminal.
No. You missed the line. Look how we live in now. Do it. This is how you want to live the future. Live the future. You lazy Nigerian youth.
At least I'm lazy enough to have my fellow lazy Nigerian youth move lazily all the way from Beggar to Aja.
I'm sure by now you think you deserve some alcohol. Well, there are synonyms and there are synonyms. I think the word that comes to show is transportation. But let's put that aside. What then comes to mind? There are various words. Corruption, deception, the lack of communication.
And the commission of the that millions of naira of our hard-earned money is stuck in the belly of a fish, Kona.
Or the monkey that swings and swindles the money meant for the state, or the well-being of the state, or the snake that swallows the sumptuous store of money meant for the people trapped in the riddle of being second fiddle and thinking that if anything is going to change or make this problem go away, it can never be so simple.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mars and SARS.
On the beat, beating and molesting every suspect without having the information if they actually have a criminal prospect.
And don't forget to remember to wear my ID card to hide my ID card before I get hanged by bullets from their guns or get a well-deserved beating because I look suspicious.
Empires. That's how we've been. But this is 2018. When that shit happened, I couldn't dap the chilling drops of sweat as I saw it happen again. Names turning to numbers, the pain of mothers weeping on the floor, begging the Mother Earth to bring back our girls and fathers, bursting into tears the same way the soldiers of death burst in and stole souls with the promise of no return. Now people, this is haram.
Now this is a revelation. The mystery of mysteries. I find this mysteriously mischievous that some 5, 4, and 10 girls were successfully abducted and a month later were successfully returned as though they were bargaining goods. I mean, this is a milestone to score in this government administration, I believe. The successful security of the return of girls saved but 6. And in a well-planned coincidence, exactly a year before general elections, but who am I to judge?
God is the judge. He is not the judge of the jungle justice. He is the judge of righteous justice. This piece is also for Leah. I can't imagine half the pain and agony that she goes through and she must bear. The uncertainty. Sounds quite familiar. The same way our nation went through this feeling as our president became missing, absent. Now the truth is, we have decided to cope with absent-minded. But what would happen if our president cannot cope with ill health? Who then would lead the charge to fight against the ills of corruption? I don't know, you tell me.
Well, maybe he should go to a land where he can cope.
Kenneth Copeland.
There he will surely get his deliverance. But my candid advice is this. Let every man pay attention to what is most important to him. And as a medical poet, I will say your health is your wealth. Now, don't get hypersensitive or have a reaction to what I'm saying. Maybe we can trace the pathophysiology of this nation's illness to the fact that his ears are blocked with waxes that stop his tympanic membrane from drumming the cries of death and suffering into his mind. Maybe if his lungs or his throat were not clogged with chains or streptococcus pneumonia, he'll be able to give clear-cut instructions to resuscitate his nation.
Dear Nigerians, I think it's time for us to CPR the motherland. Let's change the game. Let's stop the blame. Change. This is the chance that brought the band where foes became friends just to end an era, to herald a new age.
And on that fateful night, the faithful said their prayers in layers, one prayer point being stacked upon the other, with their tank of faith full of emptiness. It was a trying night. And the fathers didn't even try to conceal their tears from plain sight. Their prayers were mixed with weepings, as what should have been the end of secondary school became the beginning of motherhood and servitude.
Permit me to unlock the shock by going down the block of Chibok. 4 years and counting, we were still counting numbers, still forgetting that numbers 1, 2, 3 are actually names, we're still casting blames, still throwing bombshells and subtle shades with no claims. Still throwing bombshells and subtle shades with no blames. Still forgetting that Chibok actually happened. We can never ever forget nor ignore what had happened. Let us stop playing peekaboo, I see you, see me, see you, and thinking that the problem will not see us if we don't see it.
see. Father, this is Nigeria, where lawlessness has become the order of the day. The state of affairs in this nation has brought the state to her knees. She is but a shell of what she used to be. Our forefathers will spit at the idea that our nation could become this situation. Their children, our children, their heads scattered all over the earth like ornaments, equated to cattle as they watch their parents battle for breath, as their bodies are being ridiculed by bullet holes, their hopes are lost. When will this end? When will we end this endemic? If we don't put this to an end, we'll become an endangered species. I am conflicted at this point.
I think it's time for us to become reformers of humanity, never forgetting to actually be human and to know that humanity requires that we love. Let's not forget to love and know that the definition of love is to light that little light of ours in us and remember that every flicker is a reminder of the battles that we fought, the things that we lost. Every flicker is an assurance that we assure us that we will be overcome and we actually believe and love right.
So in the midst of this climate change, let's climb above the hate and change our attitudes because that will definitely determine the altitude to which this nation will get to.
So children, let us hope and pray. Let us walk and pay. Eureka. I think I just figured it out. Let's change our mindset. Let's change our orientation. Let us start a revolution. Yeah. Preserve this land. Preserve our lives by actually placing a worth and value on everybody's life, thinking that his life is just worth my life. And when we do that, we save this land as a present in the present, presenting it as a present in the future.
And let these words
become symbols of hope
that our victory will not go down in smoke.
Let this be the beginning. Amen.